Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be going through another tutorial on the TX Inspire CX2 CAS calculator, and the topic will be on normal distribution. So let's get started. So potatoes are delivered to a chip factory in semi-trailer loads. A sample of 1 kilogram of the potatoes is chosen from each load and tested for starch content. From past experience, it is known that the starch content is normally distributed with a standard deviation of 2.1. Part A is for semi-trailer load of potatoes with a mean starch content of 22. Part 1 is what is probably that the test reading is 19.5 or less. So if we look at the normal distribution, so we've got the mean being 22, and then we're looking for the area under the graph of 19.5, so from negative infinity up to 19.5. So we just need to plug that into our CAS and we can get that area there. So let's do that. So in order to do that is we go to menu, probability, and then distribution, and then select normal CDF. And then let's do that. And then, so lower bound is going to be negative infinity. Upper bound is 19.5. Mean is going to be 22. And the standard deviation is 2.1. So plug that straight in. And then you go OK. And that would be our first answer, being 0.1169. So that's the probability answer there. So let's jump back here. Okay. So in this case, the first answer is going to be 0.1169. Okay, now let's look at part two here. What reading will be exceeded with probability of 0.98? So for the second question, so if you redraw another normal distribution, so this is 22. So we're looking for this x value such that the area under the graph here is going to be 0.98. However, on our CAS, in order to do the inverse normal, which would then in turn give us this x value, will only work from negative infinity to that x value. So that means in the CAS perspective, is working backwards. Um, so from negative infinity up to the x point. So in order to get that area, you just do 1 minus 0.98. So the area under the graph of this is 0.02. So we just need to use the CAS and select inverse norm, and we'll get our answer for x given the area is 0.02. So let's do that. So go to menu, probability, distribution, and go to inverse norm. So that's number 3. And then just go OK. Area is going to be 0.02. The mean is going to be 22. And then the standard deviation is 2.1. And just go OK. And that's our answer there. So the unknown x value is going to be 17.7. So let's go back to our screenshot here. So that means the x value here is going to be 17.7. So the answer here is going to be 17.7. So that's the reading there. Okay, so if the starch content is greater than 22, the potatoes cannot be used for chips, and so the semi-trailer load is rejected. What's the probability that a load with a mean starch content of 18 will be rejected? So in this case, now that our mean for normal distribution is now 18, we're looking for the starch content of 22, which cannot be used for chips. So what's the probability that a load with a mean starch content of 18 will be rejected? So in this case, we're just looking for this probability here, and we can just use our CDF again. But instead of, so our lower bound is going to be 22 and upper bound is going to be infinity in this case. So let's do that. So you go to, so what you could do technically is you could just copy the first CDF there, so norm CDF, and then paste it there if you want to save a bit of time. And then the first parameter, you could update that to 22. The next one the next parameter is the upper bound, which we'll use as infinity. You can get infinity by typing um, control and then the book there. So the book is here. So first press control and then press the book there. And then select the infinity there in that list there. So do that for the second parameter. The mean is going to be 18 and the standard deviation is 2.1. So that's why you should plug in normal CDF. So 22 for lower bound, upper bound is infinity, mean is 18 and standard deviation is 2.1. Alternatively, you can just go back to menu, probability, distribution, and normal CDF the original way. And then just do the lower bound being 22. Upper bound is the infinity. Mean is 18 and the standard deviation is 2.1. So you can just do that as well. So that's that. And then just go enter. And that's your probability. So the probability of being rejected is going to be 0.0284. Just put it to 4 decimal place. Um, so this will be the answer is going to be 0.0284. Okay. So that's it for today. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next session. Okay, I'll see you later.